Hey, it's Kat at Kattalestv. I'm going to show you a video that I've been working on for a while. I've just been busy and I kept forgetting to do it. But considering today I heard some crazy detailed information that I knew partially of because I covered Jeffrey Epstein in 2019, and I realized that he had connections to MIT and Harvard. I didn't know to the lengths of what I found out today, because it's in the Epstein files. One of the things they're not showing the general public, you've got to research it yourself. Jeffrey was into cloning, transhumanism, consciousness, AI, switching the brain of one person, consciousness into a better body or a robot, a humanoid. No joke. So when you watch this video that I'm going to show after this introduction, you're going to understand why it's mind-blowing and why Kanye West may not be as crazy as everyone thought he was. And when he was yelling about a certain entity, just like Michael Jackson did, by the way, and they shut him down, both, there was a reason. And, even if you don't like someone, they shouldn't have the right to take your money. But that's a whole nother story. But once you understand this video in context to what we know about Jeffrey Epstein and what we're learning about Jeffrey Epstein, it's going to blow your fucking mind. But remember, the first person in the bed, that's a very powerful position. Just remember that. And all this stuff is combined. If you control the media, you can brainwash a populace and you can influence them to do whatever you want, which is obviously happening in America. So anyway, watch the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. I'm sweating, it's hot as hell. But I gotta do this video. I'm getting ready to work out. I gotta work out. I will talk to you later. This is Kat at Kattalestv. Take care and learn self-defense, by the way. Bye. Watch the rest of the video. Sorry, it's after this. Hey, it's Kat at Kattalestv. I covered the Jeffrey Epstein case back in 2019 in New York, okay? I wasn't aware until recently that Kanye West, did a video called Famous. And what's interesting about this video is a lot of people thought the first person in the video was George Bush. But it wasn't. George Bush denied being used, his likeness being used in the video, but it caused a lot of controversy. Allegedly, he said, I'm not into orgies. So, you gotta remember, excuse me, sorry. This video is made over 9 years ago. Now, what's interesting about this video is that there's some very interesting people in it. I'm going to show you another clip. Hold on. What's interesting about this video is the last guy on the end is allegedly Bill Cosby. But again, these are realistic, let's say body doubles or mannequins, or I don't know what you call it, like latex dolls, very expensive latex dolls. Excuse me. I'm getting over the rain situation that happened in LA, but what's really wild is that they're so realistic. And what's also interesting is the first person in the video, or in the bed I should say, is not George Bush. Hold on, I gotta click the video. Because there's nudity, but they're actual, not real. And it's also on YouTube, by the way, so I don't understand if I show the video, if I will get in trouble, but I'm just gonna err on the side of caution. But there's a lot of, boobies and ass in it, and I don't want to, whatever. Hold on. So again, this video is done in 2019. That's Donald Trump, obviously. There's a lady to the left of him that's allegedly Ann Wintour. But there's lots of famous people like lookalikes in this video. It's like and Winter, Trump, Kanye, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Amber Rose, Caitlyn Jenner, I'm trying to think, Taylor Swift, and Bill Cosby. But I'm going to wait and show you that picture of who the first person is. Hold on. That is Jeffrey Epstein. It's not George Bush. And what makes this video so outlandish is, like, again, this was made 9 years ago. In the Epstein files that most people aren't reporting, there's evidence that Epstein was dealing with some of the top minds in eugenics, transhumanism, cloning, mapping the brain, AI consciousness. And he's also doing experiments allegedly on the victims. So this video, and also I forgot to mention, he was interested in transferring consciousness of one person into a body of another or into a robotic body. But cloning was also on the table, and he was doing baby farming. But the fact that Kanye's showing this guy in bed in the first position before Anna Wintour and then Trump, also Ray J's in it too, but it's kind of saying that all these different entities, fashion, music, politics, genetics, technology, they're all in bed with each other. And people who act like foes are actually good friends. But yeah, take a look at the video. Kanye West's Famous came out 9 years ago. And listen to the lyrics, because Kanye isn't as crazy as people think. He was trying to warn us about the controllers. He did it in a way where, it pissed people off. But when the facts come out, it's going to be true. This is Kat at Kattalestv. Check out the video yourself. Bye. Oh, yeah. And also, don't just look at the obvious, what's happening on the Epstein files, the salaciousness of the abuse on the females. That is horrific. But also, you have to look at the men involved in it, the tech companies. I mean, everybody's involved. LinkedIn founder, PayPal founders, most of the major intellectual schools like MIT, Harvard, Yale, all the scientists. I mean, it's crazy. Besides all the other crap. But anyway, check it out. And don't look at just the obvious. Look at some of the hidden files that they're not talking about, like Deepak, whatever his name is. All these people. All right, bye.